Alright, so what the hell am I doing out here in rural Gunpo, Daeyami, the sleepy hamlet of Daeyami? Well, there's a Makgeolli brewery out here. They're located on the 4th floor of a building. They have a little pub inside. And this style of pub, the way it works, would never work back home. I'm going to show you why. But let's get up there and I'll show you why this would never happen in Canada or the US or most anywhere else on Earth. Huh, there's no one here. That's kind of weird. So how does this work? It's a Makgeolli brewery. There's no one here. How can I drink? What goes on? Well, I'll show you. Let's look in the fridge. So you can see there's a little orange thing right here. Put your card in. It'll open the door. If you take a bottle off the shelf will weigh what's missing. And because the shelves have different milliliters and there's different products on each shelf, it knows what you got. So let's try this. Let's get a bottle of Makgeolli. It's 7,000 won. So let's put our card in.
구매하기 버튼을 눌러주세요. 처리 중입니다.
Alright, so we're getting our card read.
문이 열렸습니다.
So I'm opening the fridge.
구매하실 제품을 꺼내주세요.
I'm grabbing a bottle of Makgeolli. The fridge closes.
결제가 완료되었습니다.
7,000. Get my card back, and we're done. So this is their Cheongju. Let's take a look. I've never had, no, I had it a long time ago, but let's do a proper review here. So this is the Suam Cheongju, nice and gold colored. I'll give you a look in the glass after, but let's see. It's 14%, it's half a liter. It's won a bunch of awards too at the Korean Spirit Awards. This one in 2020 and 2021 too. It's 18,000 won. So fairly standard price for Cheongju. Not too crazy, not cheap either. Let's see what's in this. So water, rice, Korean rice, and guk. Super, super, super pure. That's what you want in something decent. You want water, you want rice, and you want the nuruk. Guk is the nuruk part. So there's no sake enzymes in here. It's not going to have that sake taste. It's going to have much, much more of a Korean Makgeolli taste to this. So let's get some in a glass. I found some clear bowls, so let's do an actual proper pour of this and give you a nice show. Yeah, it's not super yellow. That's interesting. It's a little yellow. It's more like a hay color though. Very clean. Oh, it's very subtle. I have a feeling it's going to be a little drier, which again I like, so we'll see. Yeah. Wow. It's very refreshing. It's very crisp. It like reminds me of a lager, honestly. No carbonation. It's not beer, obviously. Taste-wise, no, but the way it makes me feel and just like the kind of impression I have of it at first on a hot day. Yeah, the rice comes through a lot too. Oh, on the second one there, yeah. There's a lot of rice beers in Korea, and you can kind of tell that they're rice beer. They taste like rice, which you'd think that it would get brewed away, because like beer doesn't really taste like barley to a large degree either. But with a rice beer, that kind of like earthiness of the rice really comes through, and this has that too. The rice has not been weeded out by the fermentation process. The mouth feels very clean. There's no lasting effects on the tongue. I did a review of an 18,000 won bottle actually, the Yangchon stuff. This reminds me of this, but there's much more of an earthy rice flavor to it. So it's not as clean as that other one, but that's not a bad thing. I'm gonna save the rest of this. I have friends coming. Looks like I'm drinking 18,000 won Cheongju in a restaurant all by my lonesome. And I mean I am, but I do have friends coming. I'm very sure that they do not want to be on camera, so that's why I'm here now filming. If they want to say a few words later, I'll ask them, but don't expect anyone else. I promise they're coming later though. So as far as Makgeolli goes, they really only have two. They have the Cheongju that I just drank. I'm doing the Makgeolli next. And yes, it is considered a Takju, so obviously if I shake this up, it's going to become a lot lighter. So let's take a look. It should be the same stuff as the Cheongju. Just the Cheongju's taken off and then they add water to this. So this is 10%. 10%. Jesus. Okay, what are they doing here? Okay, so yeah, it's the exact same ingredients as the other one. So I imagine if you're gonna water down the rest of the stuff, maybe they just take less Cheongju off the top, and then they have a lot more of the alcohol left with the sediment when they put water in it. 10% is really high for a takju. So yeah, interesting. 10% takju. I don't even know if I've ever had 10% takju. So there you go. Nice color. No bubbles. Very fine, very fine. Ooh, this one's gonna be more sour. Actually, I'm gonna check the dates that they bottled these after. Ooh, yeah. The balance of dry and tart, there's no sweetness in this at all. The balance of dry and tart go like right through the middle, and then the carbonation kind of finishes with this nice like little kind of hit on the roof of your mouth and on your tongue. Whew. If anyone's had somyeong salt, which I like, that stuff's not for everyone. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than this. This is 7,000. This is like a much more enjoyable somyeong salt. Somyeong salt is super dry, and I like one once in a while, but it's really dry. This has a nice tartness to accompany that, and the carbonation in it also helps get it down a bit easier. That sounds like a terrible compliment, but it does help with the overall mouthfeel and enjoyability factor. Wow. Yeah, it's not thick, but the mouthfeel is definitely very present. And just the reaction with the tongue, it's pretty astringent. Yowza. Yeah, if the tartness wasn't there, I wouldn't necessarily be a giant fan of this. Mini update, I've been here 30 minutes, not a soul. Not a soul, not even customers, just me. So come out and support this place. So I have my good friend Tim here, and he's not a makgeolli person per se. He likes his drinks, but he's not a makgeolli connoisseur. So I'm gonna get his kind of perspective on the makgeolli now. So Tim, thoughts on the makgeolli?
The first drink is really bitter, but by the second drink, that bitterness seems to go away, and it becomes much more palatable. Is the best way to describe it. It's still got that really strong, as you said, astringent quality, where it just kind of sucks all the moisture out of your mouth, it seems. But now I'm noticing, like on the second glass, it's almost got a fruity, floral sort of aftertaste now. So the flavor and taste keep changing the more drinks you have of it. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen by the third glass. But it's not bad. It's not bad. But that first initial real bitterness that you get right at that very first, if you can't get past that, you'll never get to the rest of it, which is much better.
And there you have it, the gold medal winner for 2020 and 2021, Yakju in the country of Korea. Very good stuff. It's a little bit out of the way, but come on down to Gunpo and try some. So a few days later, I actually came back and I shot a commercial with the head brewer for this brewery, and that's going to be online. So I will link that on my Facebook page when it comes out. So I will put links for my Facebook page for this YouTube channel down in the comments. So go follow that and you'll get more updates, and I'll see you in the next video.